Yes, hello, here is Matthias from Germany. I have the chance to get an interview with Brady. Brady is also an HSCT fighter as me, and I'm very happy that Brady, that I have the opportunity to get an interview with you.
Sure.
So please, Brady, where do you come from?
I am from Carson City, Nevada, directly next to California, and I have lived there for roughly total about 50 years.
Wow, and could you please introduce yourself?
My name is Philip Andrew Brady. As I was telling Matisse earlier, I turn 56 years old tomorrow, and have had really a great life. I have no complaints with my choices in life, but I did acquire multiple sclerosis.
Yes, this is for us the baddest story, but what is your EDSS score now?
My EDSS score, I thought it was a 5.5, but they say that it's a 6.5.
6.5. Have you taken any immunization drugs?
I tried way back, I've had MS for 28 years. I tried beta-seron, I tried Tecfidera, and I tried rituximab.
Wow, much drugs. How do you find out about Mexico HCT?
I walked into a friend of mine has a trophy shop, and recent friend. When I first met her, I walked in and I was using one of my crutches because of my disability, and she asked me, "Why are you using a crutch?" And I said, "Well, I have multiple sclerosis." And she said, "I know somebody who was cured of their multiple sclerosis, a lady I met who has also come here and had successful treatment 7 years ago and is still multiple sclerosis free."
Still free? Wow.
To this day, she has MRIs every year and no symptoms, no signs, no exacerbations from MS.
Wonderful. What was your process to come in here? How long did you need for this decision?
The lady I met, who is also from Nevada, she told me about this, and I was initially taken back by the price tag. But I realized after having this for so many years, what am I going to do? Get better? And so my wife and I talked, and I found out about 9 months ago, and within the last 1 month, the decision was made, the money was paid, and we are finished with our treatment on November 27th.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes, you say a big point. The treatment costs are the most, nearly $60,000 without flying. So how did you raise the money?
My wife and I decided to use a non-profit organization called HelpHopeLive.org. We decided not to go with the other one, which is GoFundMe, simply because this organization was designed to help people like me who could not afford the price tag initially to raise the money. And so in less than 1 month, my wife and I raised the entire amount of money from gifts our friends have given us.
Oh, super. This is wonderful. Maybe this must be more come to Germany. In Germany we try also by crowdfunding, and yeah, I know now 2 patients from Germany. They was doing this by crowdfunding, and yeah, but the American way, I love the American way. So how was your feeling to come here?
At first, I've had multiple sclerosis for 28 years, and so was I afraid of coming here? No. Was I afraid of chemotherapy? No, because anything that is going to help me in any way, shape, or form is going to be better than what I have had for so many years.
And what was about the arriving time? Please tell me what was the pickup and what is the experience with coming here?
So less than a week prior to coming here, we scheduled our airfare. We left June 30th and arrived in Mexico City at say 2 p.m. The driver for Clinica Ruiz was immediately there. We had no waiting time, and he picked us up and drove us here about a little over 2-hour drive, and everything worked perfectly.
Wow, and can you also say something about the check-in process here in the COR building?
In terms of the check-in process, there are so many doctors on staff. When we arrived, we came off of the bus, which pulls into the building, literally into the building. And they took us to our apartment, my wife and I, and we were given a bed and food and everything we needed right away. No delay, no problems, no challenges, no difficulties. It's almost been too good to be true, but it is amazing.
Wow, it's amazing. So, and how is the apartment? Is the apartment is well furnished, or what do you think?
The apartment is crystal clean, well furnished. Has 2 rooms with 2 beds, one for the caregiver and one for the patient himself. I'm gonna wait for that siren. Okay, good. One for the patient himself or herself, and there is plenty of room. The bathroom is large. The lighting is good. It has a kitchen. It has a microwave, oven. It has a wonderful sink, and the tables and chairs are nice.
I can 100% agree with this. And what do you think about the medical packages, inclusive the pre-testing and the whole treatment?
They take you step by step through the process. There is nothing left where you have questions. You won't have any questions because the doctors interview you. They ask you questions about your current situation. They conduct blood tests. They take care of hospital visits. You do not need to do anything on your own except be here.
Wow, wonderful. I also agree 100%. So in my town, I was talking to many neurologists, and wow, and now here in Mexico, I learn a neuro here, and this much make difference. How was your experience with the Mexican, and what are the difference to your local?
In terms of language? Neurologist. Oh yes.
Sorry.
No, that's fine.
English. Sorry.
Without sounding negative, because it's my goal in this interview to be 100% positive, I find the neurologists here at Clinica Ruiz to be friendly, to be knowledgeable, but also honest about what is going to happen after your chemotherapy. They conduct neurological interviews. They conduct MRIs if necessary. They look at your MRI charts right in front of you so that if you have any questions, they will be answered. And so I find the neurologists here, I'm not a big fan of neurologists, but I do find the neurologists here at Clinica Ruiz to be friendly, knowledgeable, and not condescending.
Wow, this is good. I can agree also. Please let us know your experience with the chemotherapy before, during, and after.
All right, so in my lifetime, I've never had chemotherapy. That was a bit challenging. And I'll just say we had 4 doses of chemotherapy. Now keep something in mind, a cancer patient will have a minimum of 8 doses of chemotherapy. So for us, really, by and large, we got off pretty easily. So the first day of chemo, you wouldn't even notice that anything happened. You drink electrolytes and you go into the evening. My recommendation, of course, is do not eat any heavy food the first day. because the next day for your second chemotherapy, you're feeling nauseous, you're feeling under the weather, you feel a little bit like you have the flu, and it will pass. And when you do the research, let me encourage you to do the research before you come here, because if you Google search all this information, it'll tell you everything. What I'm saying is nothing new. So for 2 days of chemo, then we waited 5 days, had 2 more days of chemo, and then a few more days, and then our stem cells were given to us.
Yes. The chemo, it's the second day. I make the mistake, and I eat fish and very delicious from the restaurant, very delicious, but this was a big fault. This was my big fault.
Big mistake.
But
Watch out, that because you will have an appetite the first day, and please do not give in to the appetite. Drink fluids, whatever fluids you want, but do not eat heavy foods.
Yeah, please let us know your experience about the catheter placement. And did you have any knowledge before?
Because I've had multiple sclerosis for so long, I've had so many needle injections over the years. For me, the catheter placement on the left side of my chest was easy. Went into the hospital, they prep you, make you feel comfortable, they cause you to become sedated for 30 minutes. They place the catheter inside, and it's really fascinating because it has access to the chemotherapy that you're going to be given, administered, and it takes no time at all. And the pain, a little bit of chest pain, but overall nothing to be concerned about.
All right. Please let us know your experience with the stem cell harvesting.
The stem cell harvesting was a celebration here. Unlike other places that might say, okay, we're done. No, no, no. Here, stem cell harvesting is a complete and total celebration. Every single person is told how many stem cells are harvested, and the excitement builds as you begin anticipating the day that your stem cells are going to be reinserted into your body.
And the daily shots for the mobilization, and do you have any side effects by this?
The daily shots are meant to increase the likelihood that stem cells will be produced. So every single day for quite some time, each patient receives a shot which is simply meant to mobilize stem cells. And it's granted you're going to get pricked in the arm, but the pain goes away immediately, and the side effects for that shot are negligible. I noticed nothing.
Okay, I hear one guy, he was a little bit hurt by his bones, but this is only short time, right? For me, I was also don't have any side effects. So
on that same note, one thing I learned years ago was that multiple sclerosis is a snowflake disease. Like a snowflake, no two are the same. Everyone is different.
100%, every patient is different. Every. Let us come to the magic moment of getting your stem cells back. What do you like to share?
Well, the day of our stem cell reintroduction was such a celebration here. You are taken to the hospital, a different location. All the doctors are there. Dr. Ruiz from the clinic is there. And as your stem cells are reintroduced to your body, you really literally feel like it's one of the greatest celebrations that you've ever had in your life. You actually feel in a lot of ways like you are being born again, because you are given a stem cell birthday date so that you may celebrate that in the future.
This was amazing. I was touched my own stem cells, and I can't wait to get the blood coming back to my body, and it was amazing.
Yes.
It was so fantastic feeling. This is the best experience in my life.
And these stem cells have no memory of your multiple sclerosis. All memory gone. They are brand new. and have never seen multiple sclerosis before. And that's why it's like a birthday.
Yeah, but then, wow, many people talk about the neutropenia and what is the biggest fault and this, and I see people with masks all the time. And wow, what is your experience during the neutropenia and also the isolation time?
The neutropenia was not that big of a deal because everyone here stays here. Nobody's coming and going out into the city. There's no tourism. There's no disease or any type of sickness being brought back in because we're all together here. And we are told that our bodies are now in neutropenia, which means, of course, we have very little, if any, stem cells. And though we've gotten our new stem cells reintroduced, our bodies are still processing the chemo. And then all of a sudden it begins to flip and our stem cells will begin increasing. And that does take some time. That's why you're here at the clinic for a month and not just a few days. So when you come here, you plan on staying, and you're totally encouraged, and you feel great confidence knowing that anything that could go wrong is going to happen here, and there's doctors on staff.
Yeah, we come to the end. Our last shot will be in a few days with a rituximab. Thank you. What do you expect for the shot? What do you expect for your short and long-term future?
Well, rituximab, as you already know, is an infusion, and so you have to sit there and it drains back into you, and it has to do with your B cells and T cells, and you can look that up, rituximab infusions. And the rituximab infusion at the very end is simply to usher you back into your regular life with as many possible benefits of having been at the clinic as possible. So rituximab infusion, no big deal.
Okay, and what do you expect for your life? Short and long term?
Well, as you can see, as I sit here in this wheelchair, I've been here for a long time, 5 years in the wheelchair. So have had MS for 28 years, 5 years in the wheelchair. I was using a cane before that. I used some crutches. You understand, especially when you've had multiple sclerosis for a while. So as soon as I get back to Carson City, Nevada, I have 3 doctors set up. One doctor is for physical therapy. One doctor is to check my blood panels to make sure my testosterone levels, my vitamin levels, all of my blood levels are where they should be. And then my third doctor, of course, is, and this is the funny part, my third doctor is my neurologist so that I can tell him what I really think about him.
Wow, thank you so much. Thank you so much, Brady, for this good interview. And sorry about my bad English, but I'm from Germany and I'm not a professional.
Your English is better than my Deutsch.
So every patient is different. Have this or her own story. I would like to bring to you all this information on my YouTube channel, and you can decide what is the best opportunity for you. This treatment make a new beginning. Follow me and walk this time through the coming back to life process. See you on my YouTube.